All right, so this is a more advanced video that talks about routing, and this is an interesting concept. So this is channel 1 right here, and really channel 1 does not have to come from input 1 on the back of the mixer. You can think of all of these processing channels as separate from where you plug a physical input in. Now most of the time on sound systems, especially something kind of simple like this, number 1 is number 1, number 2 is number 2, etc., etc., etc. But if you come up to the routing tab at the top, now you've got the ability to tell where things are going. Now, we're going to start by coming to the home button here, and you're going to see where local inputs number 1 through 8 are coming from in here. It says 1 through 8 is coming from local 1 through 8, but there's some other options in here that say things like card or AES 50. There's other ways to get inputs in, and you can assign them as necessary. You also have the aux-in remap section over here, which will give you a chance to say, hey, instead of pulling the aux inputs from the thing that's labeled aux input, I want you to pull it from local input 1 through 12, which is the 1 through 2, which is the same normal option. Now you're not going to change your inputs a whole lot from right here, but on analog out, you might change your outputs. So you only have 8, excuse me, you only have 8 outputs right here, and you're going to see output number 1 is carrying what? Well, output number 1 is in the mixed bus category, which are these buses that are right here, and you're going to see output number 1 is set for mixed bus 7. Now mixed bus 7 is the 7th bus from here. So what this is telling us is that the physical output 1 on the back of the mixer is carrying channel 7 that's in here. Why is that? Well, all the in-ear monitors are actually being controlled via the auxes instead. So it's the auxes that send 1 through 6, and then physical outputs are 1, 2, which carries 7 and 8. 3 and 4 you can assign to whatever you want. They're not generally used most of the time. At the moment, 4 is a sub. 5 and 6 are additional in-ear monitors. 5 right now is carrying mixed bus number 9. But number 6, you'll see right here, instead of saying mixed bus, it actually says monitor, and then it says monitor left. This is a way that you can use the 8th in-ear monitor is able to hear anything that you solo if you put a pair of headphones into it. Output number 7 is always the main, and number 8 is always the main on the other sides, left and right. So these are the things that we're doing. So this is the way you can patch things. When you look at the aux out tab, you're going to see aux out right here. Well, what is it taking? What comes out of aux out 1? It carries a mix bus, which is one of these mixes. And we could say it's the main or the main left or right. But what we have is mix bus 1. So under aux 1, it even shows you right here what that one is. And aux 2 is 2, aux 3 is 3. We don't have a lot of outputs. We could use more than we actually have on this board. That's how it's currently set up. You probably don't have to get into this very regularly, but if you're in advanced troubleshooting, you might. So that's the video for that one. I've got some written material in a Google Drive document as well. So you can reference that or look up a manual and learn how this thing really runs.